Hello everyone, welcome back. Now I'm going to show you the new question number 97. Configure service with external traffic policy local. Explain the difference from cluster policy. So the thing is we have different types of traffic policies for services. Yes, we have created lots of services previously, but we have not encountered this attribute. What does this mean? You can skip till I reach the demo if you want to skip the topic explanation, or you can just revise it when I'm explaining about this. Basically, we have two different types of external traffic policies for the services. One is cluster and another one is local. And what does this mean? So by default, we have external traffic policy as cluster. So whenever we have created lots of services previously, we have not configured this attribute because it has the type as cluster. And what happens if it is a type cluster is, let's say you have a pod from same node or other node, whatever it is, and this pod is sending a request to another pod. Okay, let's name like this is a pod 1 and it want to interact to pod B. Okay, now what happens is, let's say this is sent by node A or node 1, and there are nodes such as node C, node B, that way. This pod B is belonging to node B. Now, let's say I don't know which node this pod belongs to. I just send the traffic. So when I send the traffic, what happens is that the pod traffic is sent. Let's say it went to node C first. Okay. Now, generally, what happens is inside the particular node, it will check whether that particular pod B IP is existing or not. Node C checks that there is no IP in my node, so I think I should act like a router. So this node C will behave like a router and it will forward the traffic to node B, but in the meanwhile it changes the request IP. So it just opens the cover and sees the box. So it's removing, let's say I got a gift from someone and I have the wrapper that from particular person. What I'll do, I just tear the wrapper, tear the label, and I put a new wrapper on the gift and I place my name on it and I give that to another person because that gift doesn't belong to me. It's by mistake I got that gift. So same way the node C acts like a router, like a sender. So node B now got a gift. So node B thinks that the gift is it gets from node C. It doesn't know the that it got the gift from node 1 because node C has wrapped it by writing its name. So since I got the gift from someone and it is a wrong gift, I have paid all the wrapper, and while writing the name, intentionally I wrote my name that I am sending it to that particular person. So node C does that and sends to node B. And now node B thinks my sender of this particular gift is node C, so I should be responding to node C. Now node B sends the response to node C, assuming that this is the sender. But Node C is actually following a concept called contract. Okay, so there is one concept in Linux called contract. I know that this particular gift I only changed, right? So I only removed the wrapper and I placed the name on that particular gift. But I got the response from node B. But actually, that response has to go to node 1 because that is the real sender of the traffic. So, what I will do, I know that I have changed. I know which wrapper I did, which name is there on it. So basically, I will again take the response. I will give the response to that particular person who sent me the real gift. Now the response of that pod, what is it? Pod B is sent to the original sender of the pod 1. That's how the whole routing happens when you're having the traffic external traffic policy as a cluster. I hope you understand. That is a default way. But what happens in a strict way when external traffic policy is local? Then what happens is someone has sent me a gift, and same scenario, pod 1 has sent a gift to the pod B, but pod B is not me. Okay, so that means node C is not having pod B. So node C doesn't think, okay, it doesn't think like, why should I forward this gift to someone? I will just drop this gift in the dustbin. So what happens is, whatever the request packet that node C gets, if that packet belonging person is not in that home, is not in that node C, then node C, that house, that just dumps that packet. So it doesn't act like a router. It only takes the packet if that person belonging whom that packet should receive is there in that node C. Then only it will take. Otherwise, it will drop the packet. That's how external traffic policy local works. So they are asking us to solve this problem to explore on this attribute. I hope you are clear with this topic, and let's move with the demonstration. So this is on 97th question. So the topic understanding of attribute is important. Then it's easy for us to create the service. So since we have created service many times, I'll just use these imperative commands, and let's refresh the environment. Now let's wait 2 minutes, it will create it as very fast. Okay, I'll just paste it here to create a deployment and then create a service. But this time my attribute will be local. How to know how to know that attribute name where to place? You can just go and do like explain service dot spec. Here you will get whatever you want to add it uh, under the services. So there are pretty lot of things here, right? And we have it starting with external traffic policy. So I think this is the one. Yeah, it's in a alphabetical manner. So you can go here and give that So they have also placed it what type, and they also gave nice explanation. Can that means under the spec we should be having the attribute. So since we already know how to create a service, same like that I'll create, and make sure your selector should be same as the labels over here. And I will just create this and verify the endpoints. So if you see my, there are three different pods because I gave replicas as three, and both all the pods, if you can verify, like get pods hyphen o wide, I can see this is the pod IPs that is trying to send the traffic. So yes, and external traffic policy is local here, and that's how the behavior works. Here I have also added some more points on external traffic policy cluster. Traffic can be forwarded to any node if it is cluster, even if it is a different node. So source IP is replaced with the node IP as I told you, and the pod which gets the request doesn't see the real client IP. All nodes accept traffic regardless of whether they have the local port or they will act as a router. If it is local, it just drops, and what happens is the source IP is preserved. The pod sees the real client IP. So here if you see, whatever the request that it gets, that particular source IP pod can be able to see that. Okay. So traffic routing is any node to any pod in cluster. Local is only pods to the pods which are on the receiving node. And you know what happens when you are using load balancer in load balancer type of services in the cloud environments. Basically, when you send this kind of request, how it works, like when it is like local, how it works. So when you send a traffic from a load balancer static IP, it checks that since the external traffic policy is local and the packet gets dropped, if that requested pod is not there in that node, so it will stop traffic to that nodes which doesn't have the pod, and it will only send that request to those pods which responds with that request. That's how it works in load balancer in AWS or any cloud provider environments. And load balancer uniformity even across all ports and even, okay, so you can use local uh, traffic policy in certain applications like accessing the logs of that particular local node if you want. So in such cases you don't want to see logs of other nodes, right? And sometimes if you want to verify that you want to only get the request from particular particular pod only, like there are some strict security restrictions that I want to request to only this node. My request should not go to another node. This node should not act as a router. It should not go to the other node. If you have, just give me. Otherwise, I will drop it. Otherwise, just drop it. It's like if you like, you take this gift. Otherwise, you just drop it, but don't give this gift to someone else. So it's like a strict thing, basically, to avoid the security issues, and also like in some cases like logs and rate limiting, geo blocking, all these things are like related to security. That's when you will use. And if you want to search the pod anywhere inside the node, you should not use local, and traffic uniform distribution if it needs, then also you should not use as local. Okay, so that's how is the concept and how to actually use that attribute. And yeah, thank you so much, I hope you understand. Thank you, bye bye.